Okay. Just take a comfortable posture. Become aware of the parts of your body that are touching the earth. Got a 300-hour module where we're teaching yoga teachers how to teach beginners. And so we've got a sample class that we're going to do there. And I thought I would try. I know you all appreciate fundamentals and basics, and so I figured we'd try a little bit of that class. I'm going to tailor it to so it's intriguing for you all, even though you've been practicing for a while. Sometimes it's good to go back to the foundations, and that's what this class is about. It's about the foundations. And so first thing is you just check with what part of your body, you just feel what part of your body is connecting to the earth. So your sit bones, maybe it's your ankles or part of your shins. And that's your base. Whatever part's connecting to the floor, and you want to have that evenly distributed. So if it's your ankles or your shins and your sit bones, if you lean back, you'd be putting more weight on your sit bones. And if you lean forward, you'd put more weight on your shins. Just like take a moment to notice that. And whenever you're putting more weight in a direction, you're causing strain or tension, as Lauren brought up, in another part of the structure. And so you want to create an even distribution, front to back, left to right. So just take another moment to maybe rock a little bit, front to back and left to right, so that your spine and your core can create an even tone through your system. Because when you're putting more weight forward or back, you create undue tension in the rest of the structure. Once you have a nice steady balance, we'll practice Samavritti. I'm going to put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. And we're just going to practice taking an even length of breath, maybe 4 in and 4 out to start. And you want to breathe to the belly and chest, and then exhale the chest and the belly. So we're using our whole torso to breathe. You don't need the hands if you don't feel like you need them, but it can bring awareness to making sure we're breathing in our whole body. Exhale the air. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. And put the hands down and continue breathing. We'll go to 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A couple more rounds, counting to yourself, maybe to 6, or maybe even 8 or 10. What works for you? Good. When you're ready, just rock forward and come to tabletop. Hands and knees. Take a moment here to contemplate foundations again. Press down through your hands. So the back of your hand, the sides, and the fingertips have an even sense of pressure. It's common to have the heel of the hand bear more body weight. And try to balance this with the knees and the toes or the tops of your feet. So you're like a box, evenly shifting the body weight. And now slowly take your hands forward. Take your shoulders forward of your hands. And feel how the pressure changes slowly in your wrists, in your palm, in your core, in your knees. And then relax it back, putting more weight over your hips. It becomes a different pose. Inhale, bring it even between your hands and legs. And now add more of the weight to your hands by sliding your shoulders forward. You just notice the foundations. Send the weight back towards your hips. Notice how the pressure changes as you shift the body weight. One more time, coming back to neutral, tabletop, and then come forward with the shoulders. Keep even pressure through your hands. And then let's go back towards the hips. Good. Slowly walk your hands back and push into a squat pose. Press down through your legs and come up. We'll take a moment just to kind of get open through the whole body. We'll start with the neck, dropping our head to one side, roll it down, and then over to the other side. Keep breathing, even steady breaths. Roll it down, and then over to the other side. One more time, down and over. Down and over. Good, come back to center. Shrug your shoulders and make a shoulder circle back and down. Same thing, up, back and down. Up, back and down. Two more times. Keep breathing. Just opening the joints here. Good. Interlock your fingers, stretch the hands forward, nice and slow. Remember from last week, listening to our rotator cuff, not going too high with both hands. Honoring the rotation of our shoulder. And then bring it back down. Change which finger's on top. Same thing, push the hands away and lift. Just opening the shoulder joint and back down. Take the palms out, the face front, and then turn the thumb in and back, so you're inwardly rotating the arm. And then externally rotating the arm, turning the thumbs out and away. Two more times. Rotating. Rotating. Noticing the arm bones moving in the shoulder joint. Last round. Good. A little bit of spine mobility. You can bend your knees and put your hands kind of on your thighs. We can even do hands on your hips. Your knees bent, you're going to push your ribs forward and pull your shoulders back. And then exhale, pull your ribs back and drop your chin down. So we're just getting some mobility through our spine. Inhale, ribs forward, chin up. Exhale, ribs back, and chin down. You can add the arms to this motion. Inhale, open the arms up, chest up. Exhale, turn them back, chin down, ribs back. 2 more, standing cat-cows. Just letting the whole front of your spine open, and then exhale, kind of opening the back of your spine. Breathe, steady, even breath. Good, come back to neutral. Step your feet a little wider now, maybe so that your pinky toes cover the edge of your short edges of your mat. Or the short width of your mat, I guess is what I meant to say. Okay. Outer shoulders distance apart. Your leg bones are at the top. There's like your femur is like a long bone, and there's a ball on the side top of it, and it sits in the hip socket. Close your eyes, maybe even helpful, and start to draw circles with your hips. And see if you can feel where the leg bones meet the hips. You might feel that one hip has more mobility than the other. Slow it down and change the direction of your rotation. Good. Come back to neutral. Just take a moment to kind of sway the hips forward and notice the feet. Where's the weight go? And then sway the hip back and notice where the weight goes. For me, it goes to the heels when I sway back, and it goes to the toes when I sway forward. This creates undue tension on my body. You can handle it, built to do that. But now you're going to do the same thing. You're going to swing the hips forward and back, and you're going to try to keep the weight even on your feet. So press down through all 4 corners of your foot, so it's evenly distributed. And now move your hips forward without losing the even distribution. The weight wants to go into your toes, so you got to keep the heels a little more engaged. And the same thing, shift the hips back. You got to keep the front of your feet a little more engaged to offset. Good. Last bit here is to swing your hips into one side. And just take your hips way to the right. Notice what happens to your feet. So we're exacerbated. We're really like, thinking about the extremes. But if one hip has more body weight than the other, let's take the hip to the other. Maybe you drive a stick shift, or you carry a purse or a bag only on one side of your hip. These little micro differences accumulate as chronic habits, chronic tension habits in your body. Come back to neutral. We're not trying to correct, we're just sort of taking a sample, taking an awareness right now. Bend your knees, and you can put your hands on your knees as you draw circles with your knees. Just continuing to warm up the joints. And then change the direction you're making with the circles. You might notice one knee has more mobility than the other, or it's easier to make a certain rotation in one direction. Good. Last thing we have to do is kind of just stretch our ankles. You go on the tips of the toes, on the toenails, and you just roll your foot side to side. Helping that ankle get stretched out, top of the foot gets stretched out. Other side. Okay. I got the different basic areas of the body opened up. Oh wait, I forgot to do one last thing, twists. You're gonna inhale, lift your arms up to your heart, stretch your arms out, and twist your body, look at your back hand. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale back to center, let your knees be relaxed. Twist the first way again, let your gaze go with your shoulders. Back to center, twist the other way. Good, back to center. Okay, just walk in place now. Close your eyes. Walk in place. Don't try to think of any of the stuff we've talked about. Just walk in place, and then you're going to stop and notice. Notice what part of your foot or feet have different weight. Like I can feel the inner part of my right foot has the most weight. And the outer edges of both feet have the least. Try it again. Walk in place. Pause. And now try to make it feel even in your body. All four corners have even body weight. So I'm going to work to put more weight on the outer edges. Noticing what happens in my body. Good. We'll revisit this throughout the class today. Inhale, arms in the sky. Be mindful of your shoulders, folks. Exhale, slide the hands down the legs. Put your hands on blocks around the chins. Inhale, stretch your chin forward. Exhale, release the spine. Be mindful of the four corners of your feet as you push down and come up. And then exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, bow any amount. Try to keep the four corners of your feet balanced, not rocking forward or back. Inhale, stretch into a flat back position. Exhale, release your spine. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. A few more like this. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow. No matter how far you go, just try to stay balanced over your feet today. Inhale, flat back. Still balanced over the feet, not the toes. Exhale, release. Inhale, come up. Hands to your heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, release. Inhale, come up. Hands to the heart. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow. Inhale, flat back. And then exhale, step back to plank pose, and we're going to hold our plank pose. Trying to find even balance in the hands and the feet. Gently rock your weight into the right side. And then rock your weight into the left side. Just feeling the shift of weight. Thinking about how our foundation is seeking balance, seeking evenness. Good. Come down, knees, and then the chest, and then the chin. Inhale, peel up, cobra pose, tone the muscles of your back. And release. Inhale, peel up, cobra pose, and turn over your right shoulder. Inhale back to center and release. Inhale up. Turn over the left shoulder. Inhale back and release. Push up, maybe through a push up, and then go back to child's pose. Walk your hands back until you come up into a kneeling shape. With the toes tucked, check the foundation. With the knees and the feet have an even distribution of weight over the body, or the body over the legs. Turn the palms to face up and gently pull the hands apart. How wonderful, arms. Breathe here. Opening the front of your spine. Shift your weight into your right shin and step your left foot forward for lunge. Press down through the front foot and the back shin. As you do this, start to rise up out of the pose. Staying mindful of the foundation. Almost like you're rooting evenly down through your foundation, the back leg and the front foot. And as you root down evenly, rise up evenly. Like how a plant would sprout. How it would spread its roots outward and down, but then the sprout goes straight up towards the sky. Good. Shift the weight back and step the knee back. Let's practice again. Staying balanced over our foundation, step your right foot forward. The back shin and the front foot. Press the foundation down evenly. For me, I got to be more aware of my back leg. I don't know about you. And as you press down through your foundation, just evenly breathe and open upward like a sprout. It actually takes a lot of tension out of my back, my low back, by concentrating on my back leg a little more. Good. Come back to kneeling. Let's go back to our first side one more time. Left leg in front. Take a moment. Concentrate on rooting through both the front foot and the back shin. As you root through the front foot and the back shin, this time you're going to swing the hands forward, but don't overload your front leg. And the arms may come up any amount, mindful of the shoulder folks. Still reaching upward and downward through our foundation. Breathe into the space you're making. Take your right hand and place it down on a block or down on the mat. So you've made a tripod. And now balance through the 3 points. Your left hand can go on your left knee. And start to roll your shoulders to the left. Breathe here. Mindful of which limb, is the arm, is the front foot, that's taking more of the body weight. Try to make it balanced. Distribute the tension evenly to express the pose. Good. Step back to kneeling posture and switch legs. Take a moment, becoming conscious of that back leg is balanced with the front foot. even as you reach forward and up into your lunge. This helps fire the muscles of the back chain, the back of your low back, the back of your hips, supporting the root of the pose. Breathe here, rising. Put the left hand down on the block, the right hand on the knee. Take a moment, feel the foundation, maybe change the width so that you can evenly press through all three bases. And then stack your shoulders, rotating to the right. Deep breathing. Good. Downward facing dog pose. And walk to the front of your mat. Put the weight evenly over the feet. And inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Push down through your thigh bones, through the heel and toe evenly. Chair pose. And lift up your arms. Keep breathing. Mindful. If the inner feet feel like they have more body weight, you bring the feet a little closer together. If the outer feet have more body weight, you step the feet a little wider apart. Try to keep the pressure down through the feet, even from heel to toe. Inhale, come up. Try it again. Sit down into chair, even through your legs, to be even through your feet as you sit up in chair. Release to mountain posture. Good. Look up to the sky. Breathe and stay balanced over your feet. Look down at the floor. Breathe and stay balanced over your feet. Come back to neutral. And take your head off to the left. Keep it on, but just tilt it to the left. And stay balanced over your feet. Take your head over to the right. And stay balanced over your feet. Every pose invites a new present moment investigation, even though we're thinking about the same thing. But as our body weight shifts, so does the foundation try to shift. Inhale back up. Interlock the hands behind the head. And turn the head to look at the right elbow. Looking at the right elbow, pull the left elbow down. Stay balanced over the feet, so you have to sway your hips to stay balanced. Or use different muscle groups. Breathe. Inhale back up. Turn your gaze to look at your left elbow. And pull the right elbow down. You end up looking upwards. Just focusing on the foundation can take care of so much of the alignment if you can be sensitive to what feels balanced. Inhale back up. Bow forward towards the earth. You can find those blocks again. Push down on the blocks. So it's like a standing tabletop pose. And then step your right foot back at about a 45-degree angle. Here again, become conscious of that back heel and usually the outer edge of the foot. In general, that's what unplugs from our foundation. And then start to press evenly through both feet. Just focusing here on pressing evenly through both feet as you explore the stretch. Keep pressing down evenly through both feet as you rise up, hands on hips. You can bend the front knee further, but you'll have to put more weight down through the back leg as you do it. This keeps the balance. This keeps the low back from overarching. Balanced foundations creates a balance at the core of the pose. Broaden your shoulders and take your ears back a little bit. Do more deep breaths. Good. Slowly bow forward. Weight that back leg as you step to forward fold. Mindfully step the left foot back. Turn it out 45 degrees. Make sure both feet are planted and evenly press down through the four corners of both feet. For me, it's that back heel and the outer edge of the foot that wants to unplug or that needs that extra conscious attention. Take a moment, breathe in the earth, connecting to the floor. Then pressing down through both feet evenly, rise up, hands to your hips. You can bend the front knee further. You can take a longer stance. Just keep that back leg anchoring in conscious attention. Good. Broaden your collarbones and take the ears back. Even breath. Create a balanced foundation. Feel my heels wanting to unplug. Good. Bow forward. Hands on the blocks. Step to forward fold. Put the right hand underneath your nose. Put the left hand on your low back. And now slowly pull your left shoulder up. But keep looking at the bottom hand. Slowly change. Pulling the right shoulder up as you look downward. Good. Root down through both feet evenly. Inhale, come up with neutral spine. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's just flow a moment. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, flat back, trying to keep a neutral foundation the whole time. Exhale, step your right leg back. Inhale, come up, warrior one. Doing your best to stay balanced over the four corners. Exhale, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, take your left leg back. Keep rising up. Warrior one. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, up to mountain. Exhale, down to chair. Inhale, left leg back, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, chair. Inhale, warrior one, right leg back. Exhale, warrior two. Concentrate on the foundations. Inhale to mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, right leg back, high lunge, leg, or warrior one leg. Inhale, come up. Exhale, step to forward fold. Inhale, left leg back. Take a breath here. On the next inhale, come up. And then step to forward fold. Bend your knees all the way up. And then exhale, hands to your heart. We're going to try and exercise at the wall now, a downward facing dog. You're going to place the hands on the wall, fingertips first, and then the whole palm. Back the feet up, but stay even over the feet with just a little bit of pressure on the wall. For those of you with shoulders, you're going to want with shoulder injuries, you're going to want to have your hands a little lower. And then start to hang your rib cage. As you hang your rib cage, push on the wall and almost try to push down on the wall, like you're pulling the wall down. Stay mindful that you're balanced over the feet, from toe to heel. Sometimes you have to turn the toes in or out to get the balance. Breathe here. Even pressure into the wall, even pressure into the floor. And then feel the space that you create through your torso. Inhale, come up. And release. You're going to take your back to the wall and line your heels up. So your heels actually touch the wall. And then your hips touch the wall. And then your shoulders touch the wall. And then your skull touches the wall. And then evenly go down through your feet. You might have to step your feet 1 inch away from the wall, but you don't have to have even downward weight through your feet. Instead, let your belly muscles and your hips and your back open your skeletal alignment. Breathe here. And now slowly, without changing your contact with the wall, lift your arms up any amount and notice. You may be able to get your knuckle advanced, if there's such a thing, would be to get your knuckles to the wall, but not if you have a shoulder injury. Advanced would be to humbly honor your shoulder. And then slowly bring the arms back down. My right shoulder likes to unplug from the wall when I do this exercise. Let's try one more time. Keeping the points of contact with the wall, keeping the weight evenly down through the feet. Let the muscles support the movement. Slowly bring the arms up. And slowly bring the arms down. Good. Come away from the wall. Try to recreate that feeling at the front of your mat. Shift your weight to your right foot. And you come on your left tiptoe. Recreate the feeling like the wall was still there. And then imagine you were sliding your left heel up the wall. Feel the pressure against the wall, the imaginary wall. Stay balanced through your grounded foot. And release. Keep your posture as though it still had the wall. Root down through your left foot and come onto your right big toe. Slowly slide the right heel up the imaginary wall. Keep the contact. Keep the awareness of your foundation. And back down. Good. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, chair pose. Oh, I like the jam to my toes there. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, step the right leg back, warrior two. Breathe here. It's our first time in a warrior two for a longer hold today. Remember the teachings of today's theme. Be in the foundations. Press evenly through the feet. And notice what happens in the hips. Might feel different than your normal warrior two. Good. Pivot and turn both feet to the long edge of your mat. Now turn the back foot out, warrior two on the second side. And be mindful of the same instructions, the four corners of the feet, and trying to press evenly down through both legs, both feet. Inner, outer, toes, and heels. And let the rest of your anatomy find balance this way. Can you feel into your tendency, into your habit? I can, at least for myself. Turn back to wide-legged. Put your hands on your hips. And gently make those hip circles again. But now with the wider stance. And notice how the weight distributes through your feet. Which hip is more mobile? More gunked up? I certainly know which one of my hips has more gunk. And reverse. Good. Bend the knees deeply and step back to the front of your mat. We're going to use the blocks. So you can have the blocks near the front of your mat again. And then go ahead and step your right leg back into a warrior one foot, so slightly turned out. Press down evenly through the four corners of both feet. But let's keep our legs straight this time. And you're going to try to push from your pelvis straight through your knees. Push from your pelvis straight through your knees into the four corners of both feet. Now hinge at the hips. Maybe you'll find your blocks, or maybe you won't use the blocks at all. You'll just use your stability. And try to keep the feet balanced. The back leg is your hint. That's your secret. The outer edge of the heel, the back foot. For me, my front heel takes too much weight. I gotta push into the balls of my feet in my front foot. A little bit of the opposite action. Stay mindful. If you find the blocks, go right ahead. But still honor the feet foundation. For me, in this pose, I think it's the back heel and the ball of the front foot that need the extra consciousness to have balance. Good. Now really root down through those spots as you inhale to come up. Good. When you move like this, your pelvis, your low back should be completely clear. So let's change legs. This side might be different. Just notice. Find even foundation. And start to hinge. Stay present. I know I kind of teased that this was a beginner's class, but if you've been practicing, you've got some inner body awareness. On some level, this becomes the most advanced because the sensitivity is so sharp that you can feel all these minute details. And if you can hold your attention there on those minute details, you can actually have an advanced pose experience rather than a beginner one. So find that edge, whether the hands are on the blocks or you're just using your core. Re-emphasize the key areas of the feet that are trying to unplug or disconnect. Breathe there. Be mindful there. Emphasize those spots as you inhale to come up. And step forward. Good. Inhale, come up. We're going to do a long down dog. And we're going to work on the same thing we worked on when we were at the wall. So if you want to use the wall again, you can. Otherwise, come to a downward dog. Your heels will stay lifted today, but still press through the heel and the front of the foot evenly. And then press through the heel and the fingertips of the hand evenly. And then lengthen your spine in that foundation. Not just front to back, but inner and outer. Does the big toe have the same amount of pressure as the pinky toe? Long downward dog hold. Create a balanced inhale and exhale. Slowly bring the knees to the mat. Inhale, cow pose, which is the arching of the spine or the lifting of the chin. Hold it. Keep pressing evenly down. Breathe. Walk the knees back and drop the pelvis into the floor. Do a little back bending here. Pull the hands back so they're under the shoulders. And then shrug the shoulders as you squeeze the shoulders and elbows up and in. Press down through the tops of your feet and press down through your pelvis. Press down through your hands. Everything that's on the earth. And then peel the body up. Peel the torso, chest up into cobra. The hips, the shins, and the hands all evenly press down as you rise into cobra. Exhale, lower. Keep the foundation balanced even as you lower, then relax. So much different than what we've been doing because the pelvis is also now connected to the earth, not just the hands and feet. Stay mindful of it again. It anchors straight into the planet, not forward, not back. The legs, the hips, most even the belly, straight into the planet. And the hands, don't forget about the fingers, straight into the planet. Cobra pose, round 2. Even foundation. Breathe in the expression. Don't lose attentiveness. See, these are all beginner poses, but the length of the hold, the mindful attentiveness, that's advanced. The presence. The ability to appreciate the sensation without having your thoughts distract you. That's advanced. That's not beginner practice. Keep the foundation grounding as you lower down. Good. Tuck the toes. You can push up through a push-up and then back to downward dog or just go right to it. And then walk forward, forward bend. Inhale, come up. Good. Take a mountain pose. Imagine that you still have the wall's support. Moving straight down through the earth though. We're going to try balancing one more time. If you want to use the wall, you can. Honestly, you could even, let's all do it. Let's all do it. Let's use the wall like we did for mountain pose. Heels, hips, shoulders, and head. You might have to step like an inch forward or something. That's going to be your call. We'll put the weight in our right foot first and lift the left leg up. And you can just lift it straight up or open it into tree. Yeah, you can still keep all those points against the wall. And then if you want, you can toggle with the idea, especially if you step the foot 1 inch forward, you can just gently pull all the points off the wall. And then you can just find the wall. Find your balance this way. That's good, everyone. For those folks who are balancing, where I can still see you in the camera. For those of you who are not, I can psychically tell that you're being diligent. And let's release. Let's try the other side. Be open, right? This side could be very different. Very different. You can keep the knee in the front plane, or if you'd like to turn it out into tree pose. Hips, shoulders, and head still connecting to the wall. Balanced, or they all leave the wall. The wall helps us understand how to root, let all of our muscles support our skeletal alignment and erase, sort of unlearn chronic tension habits, chronic pain patterns that our muscles adopt just from, sitting on the couch and scrolling the phone the same way, to driving the car and always pressing the gas with your right foot. I'm not suggesting you press the gas with your left foot. I'm just saying that that's how patterns get made. Or wearing a purse only on one shoulder. The muscles sort of adapt to that pattern. We have lifestyle. Nothing wrong with that. Let our yoga help rejuvenate and renew those habit patterns. Playing an instrument, digging in the garden. All these things create tension habits. Release that tree side. We'll do one more round on each side. This time you can play with not using the wall, or again, just stay at the wall, whatever suits you. Same exact pose. Mindfully. For me, if I have the balancing pose to get more challenging, I like to try to grip with my toes. I call them raccoon toes, even though raccoons, I think, are probably so delicate with their toes. That I feel like I'm overly gripping. If I just learn how to bring myself into my center, the weight goes straight down through my foot. Very easy. Straight down through the knee. Good. Second side. A little shorter hold this time. Some of us might be balancing without the wall. But the same ideas. Finding our posture through the foundation, the part that's connected to the earth. And release. If you're at the wall, you can actually use the wall for your squat. You just have your arms be straight out as you squat down, working to keep your spine upright. I think I'll point up as well since I'm here. But you can also do this at the front of your mat. And you're just using, you can let the heels lift, but you're still sinking down evenly through the feet. Using the wall to help stay upright. And press evenly down through the feet as you slide the hands up the wall. Try it one more time, this time at the front of your mat. Slide down the imaginary wall. Good. Now let's come to kneeling posture. Separate the feet, but keep the knees close. And then sit on a prop or sit between your heels. Take a moment to find even distribution from knee to foot, down through the shin. Allow that feeling to open up your spine in the front and back. Once again, do a little more Samavriti, even length breath. Remembering the number that you worked with earlier, perhaps it was 6, 4, 6, or 8. And this time you're just going to do a 2-second additional hold. So let's say it'll be 6 in, hold for 2, 6 out, hold for 2. I'll keep track of that count for a little bit. You're welcome to go at your own pace. Exhale the air. Inhale to 6. Hold for 2. Exhale 6. Hold. Inhale 6. Hold. Exhale 6. Hold. Inhale 6. Hold. Continue a few more rounds at the numbers that work for you. Relax and just feel the effects of the practice. Resting in a balanced position over your foundation. Come forward onto your hands and back up your knees. Push the right knee forward and the left knee back. And for one of the last times today, really concentrate on that base, the back leg, front shin. I guess it's really both shins and your hands. Evenly anchor both shins and the hands. Don't move the hands as you lower your head any amount that feels right to your body. Stay over your foundation evenly. Stay over the foundation evenly and lift the crown as high as it'll go. Change which leg is in front. Press down through the shins and the hands evenly as you lower down. Breathe and stay aware, stay sensitive. Press down evenly through your foundation as you come up. Lift the crown as high as it'll go. Still balanced. Bring that leg forward and let's swing back onto our seat. As you lie on your back, let's practice bridge pose with this idea of evenly balanced through what connects to the earth. So the whole foot, that you should be accustomed to by now. And then the skull, the shoulders, and the arms. Evenly press the foundation down into the earth. Not forward, not back, not side to side, but straight down as the hips and back rise up. Check in. Shoulders, skull, feet, arms, evenly press down into the earth. Keep it as you lower down. Keep it as you rise back up. Keep it as you lower down. And then the foundation shifts as you take your knees over your body. The right leg out and pull the left leg across as you settle into a twist. Come back to neutral as you pull both knees into the body again. And then send the left leg out as you take the right leg across into a twist. Come back to center. Slide your legs out. Put your arms out. Just make a mental note, a final sensitivity. Parts of your body that are connected to the earth. Allow Allow your skeleton to just sink with gravity. Let your muscles settle. Stretch your body and take a comfortable seat. Thanks for practicing. Thanks for hanging. Thanks for being my guinea pigs for this foundations class. Even though I don't know, hopefully you felt like it. Even though it was beginners, it really wasn't quite. It was kind of advanced. Namaste.